I don't know. Okay. Maybe this talking, I don't know if it's gonna be able to hear me or not. Okay, hopefully it does work. Okay, sorry, I'm talking about everything else now. Okay, watching Kitchen Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. Okay, we're gonna talk about the confusing thing we don't understand straight people. Okay, so obviously we don't understand cis people, that just doesn't make sense. And then we don't understand there's trans straight people, and we're like super confused. We're like, what? What is this? But yeah. I don't get it, and I'll explain to you why. Yeah. Because I feel all over the place. Okay, I did go and watch, okay, let me see, wasn't it? I swear I had it in search. Isn't it like solo player or whatever? Oh crap, that's solo. No, that's not what I wanted. I hate everything. It was underneath Moonlight Fantasy. Oh, Moonlight Fantasy number 3's come out. It's really good. Oh, it's Solo Leveling. I'm gonna keep messing myself up. Yeah. Because I was, like, really not into it, especially when I saw the trailer in the beginning, and I was like, I don't get this. And then I went and watched the anime, because I was like, why not? Mostly because I wanted to skip the intro, and I clicked on, like, a random chapter, and started reading the manga, and I was like, what is this action? I want to see this. And so I went back and I watched the anime. And then I continued from a little bit before where the anime left off, and it has the whole series. I'm pretty sure it's all complete and everything except for the side story. It's the only thing that's left on Manga Buddy. That's where I found it. Yeah, but it's really good. I don't know anything about season 2. Oh, they also have Moonlight Fantasy, and but the manga and everything that's on there. The comic is only up until season 3, so it's nothing new. And it doesn't include the episodes that haven't been released before, because I'm pretty sure there's at least 24 episodes. And we're only on, it just released 17, I believe. Yeah, we're waiting for 18, for episode 18. Oh, is it season 2? I keep thinking it's season 3. We're not that far in the future yet. Season 2, I'm wrong. Okay, it's season 2. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, but no, I'm still, like, super confused about, like, the straight people thing. Just since, like, it's craziness. Oh, also, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Love Don't Judge. I want to include that in this video. Mostly because there's, like, a couple on there, and you'll see a couple, most of the time when they show couples, like, oh, one's, like, trans or whatever, their partner is usually also, like, bisexual or whatever, because that's usually how it works. No matter what, especially if their partner is cis. If their partner is also, like, trans, I guess they're straight, and I guess they're both straight. But I just don't really get it, because I'm like, yeah. And I really can't get trans men that are straight, because I'm like, you're into women, this doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand in general, but, like, I really don't get it, because I'm like, you don't like boobs. You didn't like them on you, so you got them chopped off, so why are you still attracted to boobs? Why is it okay with someone else? It just doesn't make sense to me at all. And then for, like, guys, and also why I don't really believe, like, there can be, like, completely 100% straight. I'm like, you're a little queer, you know? Just a little bit, because you like your body and you don't want to change it. But if you like your body part, if you like your chest, then you like boobs. And if you like your junk, and you play with your junk, obviously, because you masturbate, because they're normal, then you like dick. So doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Like, I get a little bit, like, I get trans women just a tiny bit, because I'm like, yeah, men are hot. But I don't know why you weren't okay. Why weren't you not okay being a dude? You had a dick. Why do you get it removed just to be with a guy who has one? And then it gets confusing when, like, I guess they just wanted to, like, switch body parts. I do get it a little bit, because I'm like, yeah, when I thought I was, like, a girl, I wasn't comfortable with my body, so I would never pursue a relationship. And I was like, in that way, I get it, and we understand each other, because we're like, yeah, we both hate our bodies, and we changed them. And, yeah, we both hate our bodies, and we changed it. And now we're okay with maybe pursuing a relationship in the future. But I don't get why if you're attracted to, I don't get it. Yeah, that I don't get. And I was like, and then also in that case, I was like, aren't you just like, yeah, I don't get it. But, yeah, especially, and then, like, it was just hard to relate with my fellow trans man friend, because they were bisexual. So I was like, okay, we both like guys. And then they kept talking about girls. They kept relating to straight men because they were like, oh, we like girls. And I was like, I can't relate to the conversation. I'm out. I'm checked out, completely out. I was like, I could talk when we were talking about like motorcycles because I guess motorcycles are cool, and tattoos because we want tattoos one day. We were talking about different tattoos, and they want to be tattoo artists and get tattoos. So I was like, this is a cool topic. And then they went and talk about girls, and I was like, I don't understand the conversation. What are we doing here? Like, there's nothing for me in this conversation. I just want to leave. There's nothing I can do about here. Yeah, like, I really 100% don't get it, and I'm like, oh, for, like, cis, straight people and everything, I was like, you're okay, obviously, with your body and your chest, and you're happy with being a girl, so then you're obviously, like, okay with your body, and you're comfortable in your body, and then you're obviously, and then a lot of people are like, oh, I'm confident in my body, and I'm attracted to my body, I like my body, it's attractive and everything, I'm hot, and then, in that mindset, you're attracted to those things, though. If you're confident and happy about those things, then you should be attracted to those things on another person. I don't know why it's supposed to cancel out. When, oh, if it's not on me, I don't like it suddenly. No, it doesn't change. It's on someone else, but it's the same thing you have, so I don't get it. I'll never get it, but yeah. I was like, once I get that chest off, I'll be perfectly happy with my body, pretty much. I'll be like, yep, and yeah, I will never be attached to women. Okay, yeah. But, for my side, that's what it is. Oh yeah, and then, let's talk about, let's try and swallow. Okay, so Love Don't Judge in the episode and everything, they were debating and they were arguing about, where the bisexual thing usually comes into play. Okay, so there was this guy dating a trans woman, but we did not know if they got surgery or not, because then I was like, nah, then you're bisexual. Like, you might be straight if they had bottom surgery, because they obviously had chest surgery, or at least they've been on hormones for a couple years and they got chest surgery, so, they got a boob job and everything like that, but they probably, also got a bottom surgery, but we don't know for sure, so if they still got a dick down there, then you're a little bit bisexual, which is fine, but then, in the comments I agree, like, he might be a little bit toxic, a little bit, because he's, like, kept pushing that he's straight and everything, and I was like, you might just not be the best person, but yeah, I was like, yeah, you're not gay or whatever, but, because you're obviously attracted to a woman, and if they're a guy, you want to like them, that's obvious, but you might be bisexual. But you're not if, like, she got bottom surgery and there's nothing down there, so she's 100% all women and everything like that, so you got nothing to worry about. I was like, she just won't get pregnant. Like, you don't gotta worry about pregnancy, but you still should wear a condom, because everyone should be safe and shit. All that crap. Okay, my lips are very chapped. Gordon Ramsay is still very pissed off. Apparently the runaway girl was not successful when he did. I was very confused in that episode, because, like, runaway girl? Are you helping an actual runaway girl? No, apparently restaurants call the runaway girl. What the fuck? Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so he was really frustrated, and he just left, and now he's going back to check. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so, yeah, no, but, and Love Don't Judge, okay, so, there was, like, a shit ton of comments. Most of them were like, it's not a real woman and all that crap, a lot of it was shit, so I just kept liking, and I went off full out, I was obsessed, and I just was blocking and reporting all of the comments. I would fall in, I was like, and destroy all of you, you know, just destroy all the commenters, you know, yeah, but I was like, some people were, like, actually curious, and I would, like, try and respond to them, and just, like, disliked and reported a few comments, but, like, yeah, you're like, oh, two guys, yeah, that's gay, that makes sense, but you're like, it's actually, you're like, you look at it as a girl, it's a girl and a guy, so you're like, straight, you're like, oh, the girl was a guy, okay, you might be bisexual, but it's still a straight relationship, yeah, but that's all chill and everything. Okay. Apparently, the runaway girl was successful. He came back, and apparently he wasn't completely a dick at that time. It didn't irritate him this time. Okay, yeah, but for the most part, I was just more annoyed about that. But then, after I made the age gaps, I went back and actually, I watched a confirmation and everything about the age gaps, and apparently, and I watched Kim Preston the Short at the time as well. So apparently I was wrong about the age gaps. It's usually like 20. They're like usually like over 20 years apart, and I'm like, that's insane. And they're always like almost 30 and more years apart, and over 20 years apart, and I was like, it's just insane. I was like, I thought it was a huge age gap, but they're 5 years apart, and 10 years, and 20 years apart. They're like, no, you're underestimating them. They're 30 and 40 years apart. I was like, it's insane. I don't get it. But whatever. And then definitely not over 10 years for me, but I was like, I'd probably have to date someone older just because I need probably, oh, I was thinking that, I was like, maybe I have to broaden the horizon, because I like, probably can only really relate to millennials, but then I was like, no, millennials are that old, I'm overthinking this. So, my age gap won't really be that much. Normal age gap apparently is just like 3 years, then everything else is like 5 plus, and then also when I was Googling this or whatever, apparently, like, this is a session rate, or like, a longevity, like, oh, like, couple lasts or whatever, this couple stays together and they get married and all that, and they stay together, it's usually, what it showed was, and my studies and everything like that, was just that it decreases a little bit. You're like, you're more likely to break up, because you have a larger age gap, and you're like, that just makes sense. You're just like different ages, so you have less things in common, you have more differences, it's just not the same place in life and things like that. And it just increases as, the age gap increases, so does the rate of, like, breakups. they're like, that's kind of what they expected, but it's not like huge percentage. I guess a little bit bigger, but I was like, it's not a big deal. It starts at like 5% or like 8% or close to 10%, and then just goes a little bit up. And that's still in wide range. That's like, it's like 5 to 7 years or whatever, or like 5 to 10, and then they're like, oh, 7 to like 20 years apart, and stuff like that. I don't remember because I haven't been told that, and I don't remember right now. But yeah, it doesn't go up like a alarming rate, just a little bit. And I was like, well, it just makes sense because I was like, you're a little bit more likely to break up. Apparently the normal age range is like 3 and like 3 years apart, just typical, and then you're like 5, no one cares. You're like 7, maybe a little bit, but not really. But then 10, they're a little worried, but then they're like, oh, 20, a little uncommon, not really understanding. But then over that, they're like, nope. And then they were all over that in the compilation that they did in all those videos, and I was like, oh my god, this is insane. Yeah. Also, the video that showed before was that they haven't really done that many queer studies, and then, like, the one location that they did a little bit of it, it said, like, had a little bit of a higher rate of, like, breakups, and I was like, that's kind of just normal. And I was like, that doesn't really mean anything, because it'll probably be just about the same, or maybe a little bit lower, but around the same as this other study with the straight people, so it's not gonna really make a difference, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not gonna mean that's surprising, it's just, people don't work out, and they gotta find each other, and people break up. Okay, I tried to find, like, asexual Alex. Nope, I did not find them. I'm trying to find that. Okay, Fake Love, BTS, Run by BTS. Do not know why I tried your song. BTS, Smoke Lunch Years. Oh, I think because I'm pretty sure I made, like, a dance video, and I was complaining about Dojo, and, because they were all debating everything about if she stole songs and everything, it was to, like, Karma and crap, and then, like, maybe by, like, Mad, and I think I Love You Again. No, I think it was a little bit before or after, I'm not entirely sure. But I, like, made 2 of them, and then one of them I probably accidentally deleted, and then apparently I made 2. I accidentally made 2 New Moonlight. So technically I made 3, but, yeah, I only made, like, 1 actual video, and then, like, I made 1, and then I was like, oh, I need to edit this again, and so I did, and then, but apparently I forgot again the first one. Yeah. But, yeah. What I found was the slow leveling. They had it on YouTube, just 1 through 12 and stuff. Yeah, I found everything on YouTube. They're like, I always complain about it being a smaller screen and everything. It's only hard, it's we're subbed. And it's really small, and it's video blurry. I was like, I used to do it, I'm like, I'm doing what I'm gonna do. I need to buy it, I need to do it. I do like the voice most of the time. The voice actors and everything I just think they're better, they just sound nicer, when it's subbed. And then, but some of them, like, I've only heard them dubbed, and like, yeah. And some of them are like good enough so you can hear both, and you're like, it's not big enough a difference for me. That's extremely rare ones, and I didn't remember what those were about. But it's harder when I do it, like, the half screen or whatever, and it confused me, I'm pretty sure it was still living. Or it might have been, Moonlight Fantasy, because, whoever was streaming and everything had it in the square, but here, like, half the screen, because also half the screen, and then around it, they were playing a game. So you're like, oh, it's usually like a picture of a game, and I do like slight movement, like over here, just like snow or something, or a background photo. That's how it usually is, but instead, like up here, they have like movement and everything, and I can describe it for like 5 minutes. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything I want to talk about for that. Yeah. Like you, Tony, like chemistry, I just do understand street ball, so I don't get them either. So they just confuse me, because it's like, and I get why, like, it was also really hard for me to come to terms, because especially since you didn't see, you rarely ever saw like any bisexual, they usually didn't say they were bisexual anyway, they probably were, trans people and straight trans people, usually just saw like straight trans people, and like, they're both queer or whatever, I'm saying words wrong, but they're both trans. Yeah, so it was really hard, especially like they were on, YouTube for a while, and so I was like, kind of sick to all of them, it's probably why I stayed on some channels that wasn't so great for a while. And much men make like a bunch of videos later, and I'm like, oh crap, maybe I shouldn't have been following you. Like, they weren't down anything, it was just, they were confused, and they weren't getting story. It was a whole, they're like, oh, you can only if you medically transition, and I was like, well, I made those, so you're doing now. Figuring out everything, it makes sense, but you're like, oh, I guess not everyone. Everyone has to. I can go to the okay, yeah. That is not what I was thinking about. Maybe it's nothing anymore, so my thoughts are getting more and more scattered. Okay, but yeah, it was really hard to, like, find them, and I never got them in the first place, so it was, like, even harder. And, like, yeah, and then I think it was Sam Collins. I believe he is what I call him right now. He talked about being, like, straight, and then how, it's going, it's leaving my mind. Well, he was talking about how, he's talking about how he's girls, and how people have questions about how they had a whole debate, and I, like, found this also on channels and things like that. No, it's nothing else, it's on Facebook, at different, like, trans groups I follow and everything like that. I was like, FTM, but I also found it there. Often asked questions were like, oh, does, like, testosterone and, like, hormones change your gender? And someone also, like, commented for me, and I read them after I was, like, commenting, I was already commenting to reply other questions about being, like, he's like, well, it wasn't the case for me, he was like, I was straight, and I was straight, and then I had hormones, and I got hormones, and I got surgery and everything, and I was still straight, and I still like women, and, the same thing with me, except for guys, but obviously we had a Russian face, so we're like, women? We gotta like women, do that, you know, yeah. It's really ironic, it's working, and, like, I get more and more, so I was like, well, I have to experiment, and I'm also like, I don't need a girl in a relationship, and I don't want to be, yeah. I was like, other girl, I don't want to be in a relationship with a guy, I can see myself ever being with a guy, I just never have it, never have it, yeah. And then I was like, oh, he's a dude, I can do that. That makes sense, that's a good relationship. I was like, yeah, like, guys being attracted to me and seeing me as a girl, I was so not, I was so violated, I was so uncomfortable, I was like, oh my god, you're naked, don't let me, you're just like, I was so grossed out, so disgusted. I was like, no, I don't need guys, I like you because you saw me as a dude, and everyone was like, yeah, you're only guys, yeah, I was like, oh no, so I was gonna commit more than that more. Okay, yeah, so I'm talking about it, but yes, okay, but yeah, oh, sorry, self-related question. So he was like, oh, you didn't change hormones in your kids, and didn't change my kids, and then someone else commented this, they're like, yeah, so like after you start like hormones and everything, you get more and more comfortable with the body, and you're like, oh, I can see change, and you're like, I'm painting the person I like, and I'm passing more and everything like that, and like, I'm becoming more myself, and getting comfortable, and happier with the body, so now I can like think and focus on like maybe having a relationship in the future, and then when you do that, you're like, oh, maybe this is what I like you think about it more, and you're like, oh, I didn't get before, I didn't like guys and girls before, but I guess I'm bisexual, and then, they have to like, oh, I'm bisexual before, and then maybe they were like, no, you just realize that, guys, maybe you were bisexual, or bisexual, maybe you were not just straight gay, or maybe you just like this, you're just like being like women, talking to them, and you let them fuck friends and everything, and just, that is more clear. Like basically honest access. Oh yeah, so they got something about the body, and they're like, well, now I'm not here, now I'm the girls. I was like, oh, that's how I have to do. Oh, I'm with you now. Okay, maybe I'll do it. Just saying, there's just some statements like, oh, men are important. Like, oh, it's more, no, it's like, so much everything, because then you have like, just unreal, like, so you know, thing, like, oh yeah, like, I grow tall, and I'm not girl here, and I grow away and put that around, like, I grow down the other day, I grow forward the other day, and I'm huge, and yeah, I like rough things. I think I like starting games, you're happy, and never mind, I was like, but this one, I'm not gonna oh, I don't hear about it. I didn't like this. But contents that was 4 pages and then you was just like, oh, since I'm done with myself and I'm about this now, this I change and find out and I figure out. So now I can do relationship, maybe oh, maybe I'm not changing you. Ask more questions. And you have more mindset, you have more questions, and more things. Once you got the whole like everything, how do I like this? Now I'm on this. That's 64. You're just doing things. You're sit bottom, so this one, maybe this thing. You don't realize you don't realize things, and you don't notice things, and you're like, oh, they're like you. It's like whatever. Yeah, we're all experiencing different things. I was trying to figure out the sexuality thing, and I figured out, I was like, oh, gender thing, that's the way. And I figured out the gender thing, and I was like, oh, there was something. I figured it out together. That's the time I have imagery. But like, everyone's doing different, and they gotta figure things out in their own pace, so just do whatever, and like, over, it's fine. Everyone's change you, and they help you, and then after you get your block, and you get that figured out, you can figure out who you like. So you figure out the gender, and you get that fixed, and then you figure out who you like, who you're attracted to, and what you like. And then also, like, with your new body, and, like, being more comfortable in your body, you're more open to dating, and, like, flirting and everything like that, and so then you're, like, trying new things, so you're trying relationships, and you're like, oh, that doesn't work, okay, this is what I can try next, and stuff like that. So, yeah. So you're probably just dating more also, so that'll help a lot. Because you learn everything through dating, trial and error. That's what I'm putting my hopes on. I'm like, I'll figure it out later. I'll probably not date until forever, you know. I'm being a wreck. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I did that. My brain is broken, everything's fine, bye.